Hi everyone. I wanted to get on here and talk today a little bit about random acts of kindness. So I have been personally working on random acts of kindness, trying to integrate it into my day to day. It is one of the habits that arrive well-being under the foundation of appreciation, and I just feel like I could use more appreciation in my life, and I wanted to do more for other people. And that's really why I decided to work on this week. I wanted to come on here today to talk a little bit more about what is random acts of kindness, like what is the definition, what are the benefits? And I thought maybe I'll come back on Saturday and talk a little bit more about my personal experience with trying to integrate this into my days. So when it comes to how it's defined, so random acts of kindness, how is it defined? It is said that it's essentially giving your best self to someone without A, having them request that, and B, you're just doing it without any expectation of anything in return. So there's really those two pieces. It's just bringing kindness to someone without the masking, and then also without expectation of anything in return. And that is essentially the definition of random acts of kindness. Now, random acts of kindness have been found to have so many positive effects, which I'll talk about in one moment. But I think what's interesting to note here is that random acts of kindness is not really based in any form of an emotion or a mood. And it is just a behavior. Kindness is an act, is a behavior. However, can really increase your mood in a very positive ways, as the research shows. And I think what's interesting that the research is pretty clear on is that the people who are giving the acts of kindness are seen to have just as many benefits, sometimes even more benefits, than the person who's on the receiving end. So if you think about a time that someone maybe was kind to you, they did something unexpected, you didn't ask, and it just really warmed your heart. You can maybe picture that in your mind, or you're maybe going back into a memory, and it's possible that you're feeling those feelings of warmth and the happiness that is associated with an act. And so to imagine then also the other person who's giving that kindness, they're having that same emotional experience, or even maybe more so. And I think that's extremely powerful. And you can think about then just how kindness across the board on the giving end and the receiving end can really have so many positive and wonderful effects to our worlds, our communities, and a more intimate family level or partner level, or even to the self. You know, that they find that people who are kind, either receiving or giving kindness, are less depressed, experience more happiness, experience more sense of self-worth. They might be more likely to volunteer time to support others. And it seems to have this sort of trickle-down effect where you start being kind, it just enhances so many different aspects of your life in so many positive ways. Recipients of kindness are going to feel love, for example, and then that feeling of love can translate into feelings of self-worth. The person who's giving the kindness similarly are going to feel love in return due to the excitement that the recipient feels. And this sense of awe and happiness can really change people's outlooks on life and their connections with others. It can increase feelings of bonding between people, which is crucial for connection. So I think that kindness in itself is so powerful, and that we should all try to go out our way to do kindness acts just for the one goal of doing the kind act without anything expected in return. And yes, of course, we know that it's going to bring benefit to us due to the research. However, what you give to people is just as profound. So I'm going to leave you with a goal for today and for the rest of the week. We'll reconvene here on Saturday. We can all talk through it a little bit. But my goal for you is randomly do something for somebody that is based in no other reason except you're doing something kind. You're not expecting anything in return. They didn't ask for it in the morning. It's just something you're doing for them. And make note of how you feel during that experience, and make note about how they look experiencing that kindness. I can't wait to hear what you did on Saturday, so tune back